I know. You want to see a half-naked witch fight a half-demon to the death, and you want to hear why I think a certain character will win, right? Well, I do need to mention Rainbow Falls one more time before we get into this episode. It is a fun, endless faller. I seriously suggest you go check it out. I know I'm like a super manly dude and all, but this game, despite its cute aesthetics, which are fucking adorable, is just really fucking fun. Please go download it. I will leave a link to the Google Play Store in the description. Download the game. It's awesome. My parents made it. It's just an amazing game.
One got knocked down, he won't get up again. The other went knocked him down. One got knocked down, and now he's fucking dead. The other went knocked him out. Combo breaker!
Hack and slash games, or rather beat 'em ups, I guess, whatever you want to call them. They're fun-ass games. You can slaughter hordes of enemies with over-the-top combos and crazy-ass weapons and powers. And of course, there's no two fighters that represent this genre better than Shaq, aka Shaq Fu. No, I'm just fucking with you guys. No, I'm of course talking about Dante, the half-demon demon slayer, and Bayonetta, the Umbra Witch and Angel Slayer. Haha, Dante. This guy was actually on my show before, against Ryuko, but copyright, so technically this is his first appearance on my show. So let's talk about powers and weapons. Dante can manipulate energy, elements like light and darkness, and even hellfire. And of course he has an insane healing factor that he can use to heal from pretty much any wound. He can also teleport and use telekinesis and even levitate. His devil energy can be used to boost his weapons' powers, or summon demons. Hell, he can also attack intangible beings as well, which is incredibly impressive. Dante is resistant to soul and mind, and even blood manipulation, as well as poison, fear, illusions, and hellfire manipulation as well. That's actually kind of a lot of resistances. Resistance? Screw it. Now, for my sanity, I will be talking about Dante's weapons, but I'll only be talking about them for a short second. So Dante will have his Rebellion Sword, which looks badass and can be thrown like a boomerang. Kinda like that scene in Hercules, except he doesn't have to bend it. He also carries Ebony and Ivory, which are, well, his twin pistols. He also carries a shotgun as well as Beowulf, which are a cool set of gauntlets that also come with a side... He also carries Ebony and Ivory, which are badass pistols, and he carries a shotgun. He also has Beowulf, which are badass gauntlets that come with stylish boots. He also has a few other swords that I don't really need to talk about or explain, and he's got a suitcase that contains 666 weapons. That's, maybe I shouldn't have said that, jeez. He also has a pair of nunchucks called Cerberus that can stretch to ridiculous lengths, kind of like Goku's power pole. He's got twin scimitars called Agni and Rudra, which pretty much shoot out fire and wind gusts. And he's got a guitar called Nevin, which summons bats of fire and electricity. And, you know, it also sounds pretty ridiculous. Now, he also has a suit of armor called Gilgamesh, which is powered by thrusters. He can also take out enemies in style with a backpack called Lucifer, which contains a bunch of exploding lightsaber-like swords that Dante can throw out like a Jedi Master. And he also has Alstor, which gives him lightning speed and a better arsenal control, really. And then there's Ifrit. Just another pair of gauntlets, which are hotter than magma, but they don't come with the stylish boots, so no one gives a crap about them. If Dante needs an extra boost of power, he'll activate his Devil Trigger, which basically this boosts all his stats, and in a dire situation, he can use his Majin form, which is an even bigger power boost. But if Dante needs an extra bit of help for a battle, he can use his Quicksilver ability to slow down time for a while. Now, Dante is also super strong. He's strong enough to beat down Argisax and defeat Mundus in combat. He's shown to be superior to Virgil in strength as they've fought multiple times, and Dante usually comes out on top. He surpassed his father Sparta, and he's actually been able to one-shot Abigail, who could affect all of North America. That's pretty damn impressive. But he's also super fast too, as he's fast enough to speed blitz Argisax and the Savior. Not to mention, him and his brother have once cleared out an entire area of raindrops with their swords alone, causing basically this shell of dryness for a while, and they casually slash through and dodge bullets all the time. Now, he's also incredibly tough too, as he's able to survive attacks from Argisax unharmed, as well as his brother Virgil and Mundus. As, you know, he's also survived all sorts of hits from demons and other just monstrosity, and he constantly survives bullets and just straight up stabs and other fatal wounds all the time. While Dante is laid back and cocky, he is still a skilled demon hunter and is a master of a multitude of weapons, and he's fought millions of different foes ranging from demons to people. But Dante isn't without his flaws. His healing lessens as his stamina depletes, so if you can outlast him, you can kill him. However, his biggest weakness is, of course, strawberry sundaes. If this man gets a hold of one, he's distracted for hours. You just kick his ass from there. Bayonetta. You know, I'm kind of shocked I haven't used her on my show yet, especially since she's one of my favorite characters in both Smash Brothers and really just in fiction in general. She's awesome. But just like Dante, there's a shit ton to cover, so I digress. Let's just get into what I have to talk about here. Now, first things first, let's talk about her arsenal, and oh boy does Bayonetta come fully stocked with guns and weapons galore. Her primary weapons are a set of 4 pistols called Love is Blue. These 4 pistols can fire an infinite stream of bullets like machine guns, and while a normal person could really only dual wield 2 of these things, she's got 1 in each hand and 1 on each foot. Yeah, that's badass. But those are just far from her only weapons. She has a katana, some shotguns, a bow and arrow that fires poisonous bugs, an ice ray and a flamethrower, gauntlets, and a hammer that creates motherfucking earthquakes. She's also got suckers that can heal her if she needs it. And she has a sword that can suck out their victim's soul. Yeah, Bayonetta is a bad motherfucker. But she has some natural abilities too. Like her signature ban from competitive Smash time. I mean shit, her 4 glory combo time. No, damn it, I'm having pre-patch Smash flashbacks. Just give me a minute. Her witch time, that's what it's called, yep. Basically, when Bayonetta narrowly dodges an attack, or she can slow down time temporarily. And this can be stacked on top of each other, allowing her to capitalize and punish on stupid moves. Kind of like when you try and use a Falcon Punch at the wrong time. Oh god, the flashbacks are back. Stupid pre-patch Bayonetta. She also has the power to turn into animals, and she has her best weapon, her hair. That's also her clothes. Yeah. She can use her hair to create large demon monsters to slaughter enemies, but it also leads into her most lethal technique. Basically, if you let Bayonetta reach her final climax, yes, I know that's what she said, or that's what he said. Fuck, I messed up the joke. Shit. If she hits her final climax, she can summon a powerful demon that can demolish her foes and basically make you lose all your friends in one game of Smash Brothers. So let's talk about feats. Bayonetta is strong enough to throw a satellite at the Earth with her legs. She's fought and killed the forces of heaven and hell, including her world's equivalent to God and Satan. And she's fought a demon dragon in the beginning of the second game that was said to have the power to destroy all of Jupiter. Yeah, that's pretty ridiculous. And she's fast as hell as well, as she can react to lightning, gunfire, and that's without her witch time, might I add. And she's been able to move and react to bullets that would completely reposition themselves before they were fired. She's also fought Jean, who's basically on her level, as she's accomplished many of the same feats. She's survived crazy beatdowns from different angels and gods, as well as demons, using weapons like Q-Jas swords and even elemental attacks like fire and lightning. She's even fought Jean before, who, as I've mentioned, has pulled off many of the same feats that Bayonetta has. But she's got her flaws. Her biggest flaw is her overconfidence. She often thinks she's unstoppable, which leads her into getting into some deep shit. Alright, our combatants are set. Let's see which hack and slashing demon slayer will come out on top in a fight to the death. Bayonetta is walking through the streets when she senses a demonic presence. She quickly turns around to see Dante walking behind her. Dante smiles as Bayonetta draws her guns and fires at him, firing just a few bullets. Dante quickly draws his blade and cuts the bullets in half. Dante then spins his sword as Bayonetta runs over and kicks him in the head, launching him backwards as she fires a flurry of bullets. Dante lands and slides back, only been hit by the bullets, and then see a giant portal open in front of him. Dante looks at the portal as a large-ass fist pops out and punches Dante, launching him back until he slams into a dumpster. Dante stands back up and runs towards Bayonetta. He gets in close, but Bayonetta pulls out her swords and swings at Dante, who jumps over and starts to spin, raining down bullets upon her. As he lands behind her, he slashes his sword straight towards Bayonetta. Bayonetta does a backflip, activating her witch time as she pulls out her gauntlets and starts to punch him. Bayonetta runs over and gut punches Dante, electrocuting him. Dante then activates his Quicksilver and equips his Beowulf gauntlets. Dante punches towards Bayonetta with both fists, but Bayonetta catches his hands and starts to freeze and shock him at the same time. Bayonetta then kicks Dante in the gut and fires a shotgun blast, unlocking their grapple. Dante stumbles back as Bayonetta pulls out her bow and fires a swarm of bugs towards him. Dante jumps over the bugs and dives down and punches Bayonetta in the head, and quickly follows up with a flurry of kicks in the chest, fracturing a few of her ribs with their powerful uppercut launching her in the air right after. Dante jumps into the air and grabs his sword and slashes Bayonetta multiple times, causing her to bleed profusely. Dante then pulls out a shotgun and fires at Bayonetta, who dodges, activating her witch time once again. Bayonetta then punches Dante in the head and follows up with a gut punch before opening up a portal, causing a fist that flies forward and hits Dante, launching him into an Iron Maiden. The Iron Maiden slams shut, causing blood to rupture out as Bayonetta laughs. The Iron Maiden then fades away as Dante stands back up with his wounds healing. Dante lunges forward and stabs his sword into Bayonetta and pulls out his pistol and shoots her in the chest a few times. Dante then puts his sword away and begins to walk away, but he stops as a large portal is opened on a building in front of him. He turns around to see Bayonetta standing back up with a sucker in her mouth and her clothes extending into a small portal beneath her. Dante then looks back at the portal as a giant dragon head pops out and chomps down Dante's body, ripping his body in half, leaving nothing but severed legs and a spine to fall to the ground as the dragon's head vanishes back into the portal. Bayonetta then throws her sucker stick onto Dante's dead body and she walks away. Alright, huge thanks to the Great Demon for providing just a great amount of help with both Dante and Bayonetta's research. So our winner is Bayonetta, and it's really easy to see why when we simply just cover these categories. She trumps him in almost all of them. Starting with strength and durability. Well, Bayonetta has fought the forces of heaven and hell and beat her world's versions of God and Satan. She's also been more importantly has beaten a large demon dragon that has the power to destroy Jupiter. That is a planet level feat right there, and that just shows her strength and durability. So what about Dante? Well, he's fought Virgil and Mundus a bunch of times and a bunch of other demons, and well, this would really only come out to city level durability. And yeah, I did mention a demon that affected all of North America, but that's an area of effect rather than a destructive feat. So Dante's about city level for strength and durability. So then, yeah, that right there is enough to see why Bayonetta just absolutely dominates Dante. But you know what? Other than the fact that she could just one-shot him, let's go ahead and see what else, what other categories go to who, just because it wouldn't hurt. So yeah, Dante does have an insane healing factor, but you wouldn't think, yeah, pretty much you have to live through the attack to heal from it, and his stamina would be if it's worn down, his healing factor's worn down as well. And it's not going to last long against someone who has planet-level striking force and durability. Not to mention, Dante won't even be able to hurt Bayonetta. But let's put some more nails into Dante's coffin. Both Dante and Bayonetta have bullet-dodging feats and feats that put them about massive hypersonic speeds, and they both have time-stopping abilities that would make their speed about equal if you would think about it, but Bayonetta does have one advantage with her witch time. It's stackable. She pretty much just has to dodge 2 attacks from Dante, and he'll activate his Quicksilver, but she'll still be in a witch time over him, and simply be able to just beat the shit out of him. And while both are incredibly skilled and have a huge-ass arsenal that can counter one another, this fight came down to Bayonetta being too strong and too durable for Dante to even hurt, let alone be able to survive a hit from. And while Dante's Quicksilver could counter Bayonetta's Witch Time, the Witch Time is stackable, so all she has to do is dodge again, and that counters Dante's Quicksilver. Looks like Bayonetta made this devil cry. Our winner is Bayonetta. Next time on Combo Breaker. Yeah, sorry, I completely forgot to get the clips for this one, so I'll just go ahead and announce the fight. First-person shooters, yada yada yada, team-based, super colorful, and the next time is Soldier 76 versus Roland. I hope y'all enjoy. First of all, let me thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share this to any friends you know who like versus debates. And, tell me what you think of the next match. Give me your predictions, maybe suggest matches in the comments, and they might happen.